Okay, let's try some 4-4s. Okay, so we're going to approach this way, trying to develop this. Very interesting. Assuming that's a misclick. And just going to take the corner. So if we extend here, they can go here, and then maybe there's some Aji here. So I'm just going to connect solidly, and now I can push through here, and now white has the cutting Aji. So he defends against it. So I could Hane here to like make some more points, but it doesn't really hurt it at all. It actually helps it. I can also jump this way, but again, it doesn't really do much. And if white plays here, I just Hane, he connects, I can jump. If he tries to play on this side, again, I can just Hane and extend. So this is already alive. So that means I can go ahead and play on this side. So now this is actually getting a lot weaker. And it seems like he is going to try and attack me. If I play on this side, because he has some stones here, he could peep here and try and cut this off. But if I play here and he peeps here, I just kind of sacrifice this and then I can attack this. And at the same time, it is providing some support. But my main goal here is to put pressure on this group, which is very heavy. Okay, so he does jump in here. I'm going to make sure I stay connected with the important stones. And then I'm going to just turn here, which is making this group stronger and this group weaker. And I believe I can push one more time. So he does connect. So this group is weak, but if I try to push from this direction and they run out, there's a chance my corner becomes weak. And I'm not really profiting. But if I come from this direction, he's forced to run this way, which I can then run out more naturally. And at the same time, I'm making some profit on the bottom side. Yep, so just going to jump out. And if he jumps out again, I get to jump again. Again, making more profit. And because this is out into the center, I don't think he can attack too well. The best he could probably do is try to profit on this side by running out this way. But as he's attacking this, I'm running out and attacking this. So it feels like even if he makes some points here, he's putting himself into more trouble. Though if he jumps again, I'm not really making that much more by playing here. So I probably will come back and defend my weaker group. Okay, so he attaches. Just gonna Hane here. Okay, he goes there. So if I Atari here, he Ataris here. I capture. He can try to Atari here, but I probably just connect and then he can extend. So he would capture this. But then I can Hane connect and then play here, which is taking the entire right side. So to me, that feels a little bit bigger than these stones. And if he just connects, then that means I would just connect. Okay, I'll capture. And then, like I said, I think he just extends here. And when I play here later, if he tries to push, there is some Ataris, but at the same time, I can throw in Atari and cut it off. And these might die. So it feels like he has a lot of weaknesses. So, okay, he does extend there. So now I'm going to threaten to connect to these, which he wants to kill them, so of course he should block. And now I'm just going to surround, taking this entire side. And these stones are still not 100% captured. He would have to play another move here, because later I can still run out. But at the same time, this is very small. Like, what is this? Like, one? So maybe 20 points there, and he still has to add a move. While this side is for sure bigger than 20 points. I won't be able to take all of it because he can still approach, but just him playing here, and if I just attach here, I'm going to be making a lot of points there. So he plays here. So I have two options. I can just play here, trying to develop this side. He probably just jumps into the corner. Or if he goes here, I take the corner, which I'd be fine with both of those. I can also kick and jump, which he doesn't really have a base yet, so he could get into trouble there. I kind of like both. But this one, I'm leaning towards a little bit more. Yep, so now he has to try and make a base here. And I think I'm just going to play here, which is not really making me that many points, but it's limiting his ice base. So he does have to try and run out. And as he's running out, I get to play moves like this, which is developing points on the right side. I could try to be more aggressive with like an attach, but it feels like it might help him more than me. So just going to go here, and if he goes here, now I can Hane and just push this around him. Okay, so he's trying to get out. So now I'm pretty much kind of connected here, or here. So gonna attach to try and make as much profit as possible on this side. And if I can surround him and force him to live, that'd be even better. Because if he lives, it'll just be with a few points. He might be forced to give me this connection here, which again would let me play like moves like this, threatening to cut this off and do some other things. And we'll just extend here, because again, I'm just building this side. So as long as he's going to push, I'm willing to block or keep pushing. Okay, so again, he's helping fix my shape over here. I might have to worry about this, but I don't think it's that big of an issue. So he tries to go here. Ooh, he has this stone here, so I kind of want to make this corner as big as possible. If I just kick and he goes here, it feels like this might come into play. I also don't want to just do a move like this, because then it feels like I'm trying to use my influence here to make points, which I don't want to do. You want to use it to attack. And this move feels like it's kind of taking his base away. It's also giving me a corner. And again, I'm going to play a move like this to take his ice base away. Because a 2-space extension by itself isn't quite enough to live. Okay, so he's trying to run out again. And I think I'm just going to jump here. I'm going to do 2 spaces because I'm trying to get ahead of white. If I go here and he jumps out, white is just ahead and I'm not really doing much. Though it does leave a little bit more weakness here. But when he plays this move, he's helping me fix it. And I'm going to turn here because I don't want to let him connect too easily. And at the same time, this is still getting weak. So I'm going to jump out twice. After he protects the cutting point here, I'm finally going to come over here and connect my stones. And there's still some weakness over here. So again, I don't want to let him just connect super easily. But at the same time, if I go here, he just goes here. If I Hane, he can cut. So I think I'm going to value profit instead. And I'm just going to peep here and jump again. So again, I'm making points here, kind of reducing what he can make here. He goes here. I'm just going to sacrifice the 1 stone. Maybe he can try and cross-cut or Hane here to make it a little bit more complicated. He just goes there. Just going to connect. Seems like the easiest way to fix all my issues there. He goes there. Of course, I'm just going to connect my stones. And he goes there. Interesting. Not really sure what to do here. I don't want to let him play here. But after he connects here, I don't think I can get away with this one. If I go here, he goes here, and it's a ladder. Maybe not. Oh, he just extends. That makes it a little bit easier for me. He still has to worry about eye shape. I'm a little bit confused why he played all these moves if he wasn't gonna try to make eyes with it. Of course, I'm gonna push because I don't want to let him get all of this. And we'll play in the corner real quick just to probe what he does. If I can live here and make points, it's very nice for me. If he tries to kill me, I think these 3 stones are a little bit too weak to do that. And he also has to worry about being cut off. So Atari here, he has to connect. So I believe he has to go there, and I do live in the corner. And now he has a cutting point to worry about. Not sure he can do that one. I'm going to extend here because I can throw in. So he has some Aji here. I believe I'm going to try and force him to use it. So if I go here, I have 1, 2, 3 liberties. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties. But if I go here, he probably wants to block here. And then I can play moves like this for free. And eventually he'll have to come back and capture these. So he still has some Aji here. So I'm going to try and poke at that. He just simply backs off here. And now I'm going to try and take advantage of his cutting points here, because this is not alive yet either. So I can try and use this to either cut him off or use it to get into this area. Either way, I should profit from it. Goes there. Interesting. Just going to extend, see what he does. Because the more he goes here, he is damaging this. But he is cutting me off. I'm not sure if he can really get away with that, but we'll find out. So I may have gotten myself into trouble here. So here, I think I'm just going to try and sacrifice this again and see what happens. Try and make this cut in Sente. Yeah, I'll play here, see what he does. Okay, and now I can Atari this way. And now I can kind of push here. And I can kind of reduce this while threatening to start a capturing race. We'll Hane on top. Okay, I'll go ahead and capture this, which is threatening a Ko. Not sure I can really get away with forcing this because there's a snap back here. So I kind of want to fix my shape here. Yep, so I'll peep here first. And then I will cut off this stone. So it feels pretty big. So now he's gonna try and invade here. So I do have to kill this because I believe it says I'm winning by 12. So I do believe I have to kill this. Looks pretty challenging though. I could go here, and if he goes to connect under, I just go here and I block. If I go here, he can also go here though, and then could get into trouble. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I might lose from this, but we'll see. Have to play here because if I just turn here, he can haunt it. If he goes here, I can still throw in. If he goes here, I believe I just slide here. Didn't really read this too much, but this feels like the vital point because then I can play here. Might be a sucky. Not sure if this works. We'll find out. Yeah, if it's sucky, then I think I just probably just lose. Okay, and then he pushes or block. I'll play here because it should be Sente. And I want to get it to where he's forced to capture these stones. So gonna play like this, threatening to cut off 3 stones. And I can peep here to connect here. No, this doesn't have 2 eyes, so he should later on have to play here, which is worth 4 points. And this move is also becoming quite big. It says the game is very close, says it's a 1.5 point game. That's also pretty big. I have to defend the corner. So if he captures here, it's a snapback still, so I can just block. He's starting to cut me off, so of course I need to connect here. So if I block here, he goes here. I can turn. If he Atari's here, I just capture. Okay, I just need to turn here. Oh, I missed that. So now I'm cut off here. So for sure I'm losing now. Yeah, without alive, it says white's winning by about 5. But yeah, it looks like I have to resign. Well, hopefully you learned something. But I'll see you next time.